In this video, you will be learning about past, present, and future verb tenses. By the end of this video, you should be able to form and use simple verb tenses. To start off, you will need your literacy notebook. Open up to 2 blank pages in your literacy notebook and glue the 3 pieces down so that the 2 pages look like this. It is important that you leave a lot of room down here because you will be writing underneath these 2 sections later. We are going to start on the left-hand page in the column marked present. On the next slide, I will show you these sentences bigger. All right, here are the sentences that you need to write down in the present column. My sister is searching the backyard now. I want to try it on to make sure it still fits. I love reading about pirates. You'll notice that some of these words are underlined, and that's because they are the verbs in these sentences. Pause the video here so you have time to write these 3 sentences. Now we are ready to move on to the past tenses. All right, the 3 sentences to write down are, I was hoping to find hidden treasure. My mom bought me a pirate costume last year. Pirates used to sail the oceans. Once again, the verbs are underlined. Pause the video here so you have time to write these 3 sentences. And lastly, we are ready to look at the future tense. In the column for future tense, you are going to write these 3 sentences. My parents will be so excited if we discover a hidden treasure and strike it rich. I will wear the pirate costume tomorrow. One day I will sail the oceans too. Once again, the verbs are all underlined. Pause the video here so you have time to write these sentences down. All right, we are now going to do a little bit of writing under the verb tenses charts that we've been writing in. Underneath the chart, you are going to write verb tense shows when an action happens. And then is happening, was happening, will be happening. So is happening refers to the present tense. Was happening is the past tense, and will be happening would be the future tense. Pause the video here to finish writing this. Now that we finished the left-hand side of the page, we're going to start writing on the right-hand side of the page. We're first going to start with the past tense this time. So after past tense verbs show an action that has already happened. Look for was or were. Pause the video here to finish writing this. Words like was or were are great indicators that something has happened in the past, but you have to be aware because some verbs have an irregular past tense, so be aware that not every time will you see the word was or were to indicate it happened in the past. We are ready to move on to present tense. Present tense verbs show an action that happens now. Look for words like am, are, or is. Those words indicate that the action is happening at that moment. Pause the video here to finish writing this. And once again, lastly, we will look at the future tense. Notice on here this time, I have 2 places where I wrote the look for, over here and over here, because I didn't have enough room. That might happen for you as well. Future tense verbs show an action that has not happened yet. Look for will be. The word be is in parentheses because it might not always be there. Also, look for verbs that end with ing. Not all ing verbs are in the future, but it can be a helpful hint. Pause the video here so you can finish writing this. You need to get a blank sheet of paper that you will turn into the literacy bin. Once you have that, put the heading Verb Tenses Part 1 at the top. Next, you need to make 3 columns, one that says past, one that says present, and one that says future. I'm going to do one example for you. Make sure you write the example down on your sheet of paper. Let's use the word walk. So the present tense of the verb is walk. The past tense is walked. And the future tense is will walk. Now it's your turn to try. There will be words in different columns. It is your job to write the correct verb tense for the 2 words that are missing. So, for example, if the word talked was in the past tense, you need to write the correct verb tense for present and future for the word talked. Pause the video here so you can fill in the rest of the chart. Remember to turn this into the literacy bin when you are finished.